Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be an updated brow tutorial, so let's get right into it. First things first, I like to use a clean spoolie to clean off the excess product on the brows. Then now I'm going to go into hair wax. Yes, this is actually hair wax. I like it because it doesn't have oil. A lot of all these brow tamers, they have oil in them. So I'm just going to use this to brush the hairs upwards because I like to draw my brows with the hairs facing upwards as opposed to it facing sideways. So I'm just using this to brush it. So you can see the difference between the side I've done and the other side. You can see it looks more arranged, put together, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's step number one. Step number two, I'm going into brow pomade, and this is Hegai and Esther in the shade Toffee. It's a Nigerian brand. And I'm going into Merak Cosmetics Angled brush. Do you guys see how defined that brush is? I'm going to leave a link in my description box below on the website to get it from. It's my brand, by the way. I took my time because I know the struggle of getting a precise angled brush. So you're just going to start to draw the outline of the brow. Take your time. I don't know about other people, but me, I take my time with my brows. So you can see that when I'm drawing the outline, I don't do the outline all the way to the front. So I just leave a bit in the front so it looks natural in front when I fill it in. So that's outline number one done. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other brow. And you can see me, I'll still keep going back into this brow. Like brows there, I will take a step back, look. What can I do to make it better? So yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm just doing the same thing on the other brow right now.
Your love and not a haven, no one man show. You got me feeling good, like I'm drowning in your love. You got me feeling good.
Alright, so we're done drawing the outline. Right now, I'm showing you guys the measurement of the brow. So this is your beginning. This is where the beginning should be. Even if the person's brow doesn't start from there, you extend it all the way to that point. This is where your arch should be, and this is where your end should be. So that's the measurements you need to put in your head when you're drawing brows. So now I'm going into Davis brow pen. So you can see the tip is very sharp. That's how sharp you want your tip to be when you're filling in your brows. Yeah. So now I'm just filling in very lightly. I'm pretty much filling in the areas where there's no hair. So the areas where there's hair, there's really no need filling it in. So yeah, just watch me take my time to lightly fill in the brow. You need a very sharp pencil. You see, I keep switching pencils. Like I'm having my assistant sharpen them as I go, because when you use a blunt pencil, it won't give the illusion of brow hairs. Alright, so now I'm done. I'm just going to go back into my spoolie and really brush the brow hairs, blend it. Brushing with the spoolie just helps to erase harsh lines. So just keep going at it until you feel like you've done a good job. See, brows are sisters, not twins. I like to remind myself of this sometimes because I can like to be a perfectionist. So now I'm going into Merak Cosmetics flat brush, and I am using Kevyn concealer, the skin enhancer concealer in the shade 08. So I'm going to be using this for the brow bone area, which is the highest point of your brow, which is where I'm doing right now. So you want to use a lighter shade of concealer to highlight the brow bone area, which is what I'm doing right now. Then for the beginning and the outer corner of the brow, you want to go into a slightly darker concealer. So I'm using Butterscotch from Too Faced for this step. So now I'm going into this brush. It's from Jason brush. It's their large fluff brush, excuse me. So I'm going to be using this to blend. I actually switched to this brush. This is actually my new favorite brush to blend with. It's the Nuban Beauty brush. It's one of their big eyeshadow brushes. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other brow. So now I'm highlighting the top of the brow. You can absolutely skip this step, guys. I just like to do the most. I don't know why. But you can see that the concealer I'm using is barely showing. Like, you need very tiny, like just the concealer left on the brush is fine. You can see the concealer I'm using is not showing. Just very tiny concealer. That's what you need for this step. So now that I'm done, I'm going into the powder to set the concealer. So the same step, use a light powder to set the light concealer and a dark powder to set the dark concealer. And we are almost done. So for the dark side, I'm using MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Powder in the shade Dark. Then to set the brows, I'm using a clear lash glue. This one is from Nuban Beauty. You see that I actually showed you a brow tint. In case your brows look too dark or you want to lighten it, that's a good option, the Yangabeauty Brow Tint. But I liked the shade of the brow, so I just used only the clear lash glue from Nuban Beauty to set it. So yeah, that is pretty much the end of this tutorial. Let me know in the comment section below, did you learn a thing or two? Is this how you typically like your brows, or you like a more natural brow? Let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. And don't forget to check the description bar below for the link and the product details of everything I used. Thank you guys. I love you. Bye.